we would reserve other questions in the right time.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and to this August body.
And thank you for explaining to Councilor Kipas.
So may we now have our
The price
municipal
of the
health
new.
officer. Okay, so Doctora, this pertains to the other professional services in the amount of 1.5. There are some queries coming from the members, no, inya tipapanan na.
You'll be the first, right? Yeah.
So maybe we could give some time to our health officer first to explain. Papanan na Ma'am J, 1.5.
Sir, good morning, sir.
So we're on live stream.
Yes, sir. And to everyone. This will go to still our COVID response. The job orders, we will be continuing helping, augmenting our municipal health services staff for the COVID response.
First question, Councilor Kipas, our
New ano gawin sa
New.
question?
new
What particular item?
1.5 million
The other
professional services for COVID response.
COVID kit to. Where's the ticket?
NXO number.
Ah, okay.
The bandalas.
Other professional
Other
services.
professional services. Mr. Chairman, I think it's the other councilors up there, not me.
Yes.
I would want to hear it from them. Your
Okay.
experience.
Councilor Walang and Councilor Canuto, I believe the question was raised earlier.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
Councilor
Mr.
Walang first.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Doctor. We have here the amount of 1.5 million for the payment of other professional services under your department. And our question is that would this be, or are you satisfied with this amount considering all the programs that you're still implementing to combat COVID-19?
Sir, thank you very much. With the proposal that we have forwarded, we thank the executive and legislative body for approving the proposal. Although we would be needing more personnel, but we have to do with what we have kasi we understand talaga nga city collection with the pandemic. So we are trying our best with the limited number of personnel approved to still do excellently with the COVID response and the regular health programs.
Councilor Canuto
Ah,
and Councilor Galuan.
yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. In these other professional services, it should have been specified, no? Inya kita, is it for the doctors, the nurses, the vaccinators, or the contact tracers, and then the other services na 15 nga tao? Is this for them, Mr.? It should have been specified, Mr. Chair.
Sir, in the proposal forwarded, actually it was, that's why I'm being confused for the 1.5. Because the proposal forwarded earlier was 5.9 actually. Then it was decreased to 4 million. So, I was referring to the 1.5 as asking our budget officer as to the 1.5 nung sa bali-bali siya yung mga proposed budget with the 4M po.
For the original request was 5.8. The available amount under the regular appropriation is 4M. That's why we needed an additional 1.5 for the 5.8 request. Sorry po, I was not privy to the...
Now,
Okay,
the query here is the budget, the 5.8. When you propose that budget, is it still the 23 vaccinators, 15 contact tracers, 4 doctors? What else and what not was this included in the 5.8?
Excuse me, I just get my proposed paper.
Oh, the committee.
Just to answer the query of the good councilor from Cruz, we have the original request to the office of the mayor. So it covers the vaccination personnel, contract tracing personnel, COVID-19 transport, COVID sanitation, and of course the personnel and regular health.
We should have been provided a copy, Mr. Chair, so that we
We
will
can-
not,
we can-
no, before the report, Mr. Chair, so that we will not be querying, Mr. Chair. We should have,
This is the original
Copy.
copy.
So
The municipal health office requested for 5.8, the 5.8, and the regular as per our budget offices, the remaining budget is 4 million only, so we are needing about 1.
no, Mr. Chair, even though he has the copy, how about us? We do not know, that is why we are questioning this budget,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
So
It should have been provided also to us, Mr. Chair, to the members of this body.
I just received also the copy.
Baso na. If you have just received the copy, who should have provided us with the copy? That is the problem, Mr. Chair.
okay, query from the chair. So our municipal health officer, is that particular request very urgent right now?
Yes, sir. Last June 27, we forwarded a letter to our mayor for the renewal of the identified job orders to continue with the COVID response. However, after the department heads meeting, we were asked to decrease the number of personnel. So we can only decrease 10 remove the 10 vaccinators. Kasi the po vaccinators gamin nala tayo, they are the ones also identified as nurses for the isolation facility. If ever there would be an increase in cases, we will open the isolation facility in Longlong. So damat lang pull out. So instead of being vaccinators, they will be the nurses to be deployed there. Yes, sir. The others would be the contact tracers. We only requested for 8 contact tracers. Tapno ag clustering da. Unlike before, we had 60 contact tracers.
Okay.
But for the first 3 months, July, August, September, we requested for 8. And if the pandemic situation would be lifted on September, hanta yun nga request iti contact tracer into no October to December. However, we requested nga jay vaccination nurses, the 8 vaccination nurses will continue on with the vaccination. Tahan tayo pa yung matpungan nalpas vaccination. And for the sanitation, disinfection, surveillance, dito po di talo nga sanitary inspectors nga job orders. So they are helping out with our surveillance response like dengue and other infectious diseases. So dapat lang di makikita tayo sir nga administering kada di barangays. Yes po, dengue and other infectious diseases. So they are also the ones helping our sanitary inspectors inspecting our 9,415 establishments as part of preventive measures. Ta makikita tayo lang nga typhoid fever, we have to ensure nga dito yung food-related establishments nga they are complying with sanitary standards. So nga, ijay tayo lang nga nakita nga nagadugan dihan nga nag-apply di sanitary permits ng food establishments. So in our operations center management, as mentioned by our good Councilor Lee, dapat lang kita tao nga at the ijay operations center. Iso po di 3rd floor iti MDRRM. So they have IT functions and admin functions. So tatalo po dito. And for our medical services, yes, we requested for the continuing service of our 3 medical doctors. The doctors would rotate at the the cluster da. So haantay mo nga makater amin nga clients si JRHU. So the other doctors will continue on with the roving clinic. Iso nga dati ang clinic mat lang ijay barangays po. And at the same time dati ang duty mat lang ijay operation center. Kasi nga mabalingawan ti doctor ijay operation center because of the ijay mat lang mga certificates that they need to sign. And the other we also requested for our supply chain management officer kasi we had an aung coming from the COA. Kaputa medyo nagka-problema tayo with the supplies tayo. And also in our health services office, awanti admin unit na and procurement and supply officers which are very important ko mga admin functions tap no man-ensure tayo dayjay hustong supply chain and management. So all of the functions of identified individuals have been stipulated in the 2 letters which we have forwarded to our municipal mayor.
So, ano amin mga computation?
So initially, sir, is
Streamline na kanina.
the streamline, sir,
Streamline.
is 4M po, 3.9.
3.9. So,
But for
meaning
the initial, like at 5.9.
3.9 nagbalin nga 4 million.
So,
So you have an existing appropriation within the
4 million.
office, man?
4 million.
So would be in Bagadan department heads meeting.
So if you have an existing 4 million, there's no need for the 1.5.
Yes.
So ba? 4 million. That's a streamline already.
Gamin di baka di 5.8 kat hanga hansa nga din na streamline pa lang di eh.
Pwede so yun na.
Hanga din na
Doctor. So ba?
Hindi mga budget officer siguro timang.
Di 5.8 isu ba din na
The
streamline?
original letter, pero upon further discussion, they were able to streamline it to 4 million. So mukhang pwede na yung balance nila.
So there is no need for this additional
Pero
professional
zero
services.
na talaga sila, sir, in case na adantuti.
Tanda ko rin
Or
sa
in
savings.
case you want to give benefits at year end, if you want to put a little.
So ma'am, but it would be safer na oregre-alay nga ron tikas ng amount under to office to.
When mat lang kuma, anyway, savings to no ano
Savings
mga
to,
mausap.
mausap.
Parang konting reserve lang siguro in case of emergency. Or at the end of the year mat lang if you want to give
Okay.
small incentives for it. But
Sana.
it's up to the body to approve all this.
Now I understand.
So okay. So understand?
Sir, may-
Yes, yes ma'am. Sige.
Well, the proposed budget given to our budget officer was based EJ premise po nga the COVID pandemic would be lifted by September. So nukas pangaligan
What
haan nga lifted.
And that
But
is at
I think that is the
12.5.
reason why we are trying to propose for that amount.
So there's no need to
Anyway, how many doctors we have?
Sir, we have 2 permanent, sir, and 3 nga siya order po, sir.
So these 3 are doing the rounds of the
Yes
barangays.
po, sir. Iikot po. One would be having duty for regular services. Others would be the vaccination. Others would be COVID, OPSEN, and EJRHU po.
So awat nagro-rooming.
At the Philippines.
Ay nangay ni I believe Dr. Carantes from IBHO is the focal person of our COVID
COVID vaccination, sir.
COVID vaccination. So we remove one doctor from the nga DJ job order.
The problem kami with Dr. Carantes, dati every 2 weeks, sir, nga out na. Iso nga balikas lang sa because of their no doctors of the barrios naka-masters na gamit, sir. Iso nga balik 2 weeks lang na kanya.
Alright. What is your assistant doing? Anti-smoking lang ba?
Ano, sir? Iso na pa'y puti yung tabi ni iti COVID Operation Center as the head EJ, sir. Managing the contact tracing and the data management, sir, on COVID.
Yes, because we have to make use, as the living legend had said, we will use judicious use of funds.
Yes,
So we will kita nga ada amin ti trabaho dah nga buy-buya ti Korean telenovela.
Yes, sir, I understand.
So DJ may di doctor pa na COVID and what's that? And then the other doctor would be going around
Yes, sir.
the barangays.
Yes, sir.
The other doctor,
Schedule. Sir, mabalin nga simultaneous, sir. Mabalin nga duwati ag duty in other barangays. Kanya may sapat in RH.
no,
For now, sir, nagpay sukat hanak pa'y makatulong ngayon in clinical kasi
no,
medyo
that's
nabawal
not
siya.
that you're the manager, of course.
Yes,
You understand the job of a manager. You will forget that you're a doctor. You're the manager.
Okay,
I
so
hope
any,
not, sir.
continue sir, continue.
So DJ, so okay, because I have yet to see kami nga adagra raw nga doktor nga mapapan barangays dapat scheduling da. How frequent?
based sir in the request iti barangay. So nga, our plan sir is to establish regular schedule
naman
for barangays. Kung matapno may post ba lang. Kasi upon studying the schedule ti barangays, medyo adan sa ti problem. So that is one thing we're trying to fix.
Alright, another one. Since these three doctors are on a job order basis, they are they required to report Saturday, Sundays?
Sir, no ti day vaccination sir gamin kat adungay ti request iti holidays and weekends. That was the reason why we scheduled vaccination during holidays and weekends.
Kat ada nga doktor.
Kat masapol nga dati doctor sir, especially no below 18-year-old na yung mabakunahan. They have to assess.
Masapol ba nga taluda na doktor?
Haan ba kayo sir? Iso nga sir, we are trying to fix the schedule nga no weekend or holiday. May isa lang nga
May isa
doctor
lang.
na duty and then uray mo adati ang round referral doctor na sir din naka-duty.
Atay, and then secondly, tatlo mga kapwateo, let me clarify. Pwede ko dali mo isubli ti vaccination, iti vaccination karag iti ng midwives there. Are they not authorized to administer COVID-19 vaccinations?
Mabalin ba kini sir for as long as establishment the regular services. Mukhang we are trying to fix the provision of primary care services in barangay. So these vaccinators ngay kat dakkel nga tulong daman sir talaga nga house to house kami di mararamid na gid do mga teams which I think the midwives cannot do for now pa.
Thank you.
Okay, so any more?
So,
Satisfied?
yes, I'm satisfied with the explanation, Mr.
How about the
Chair.
other members? Are you now satisfied with the explanations of our visitors?
But the problem I have is
Who?
the budget that they have, the 4 million would suffice. So,
again,
but
for
how do we treat then this item number 8?
additional?
Support in case.
The pandemic is not yet over.
Then, okay.
Anyway, it would not be suspended, then that would become a savings of the for PS. That is for that's it. So any more queries?
No more, Mr.
So
Chair.
are you now satisfied?
Yes. So, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
So there is this query by the Honorable Kamotong that the 4 million is already enough. Shall we then slash this amount or shall
That
we
would be a savings.
No. We are now saving something even before the end of the year.
No, we'll just approve it because, as was mentioned, we are not sure if there would be a surge so that they have a buffer wherein we could immediately hire job orders immediately.
So-
If it would not be utilized this year, it would redound as savings, as I said.
Okay, so it will still be for other professional
Yes.
services.
Under PS,
Under
under
PS,
municipal health services also.
Okay. Mawala
Okay.
tayo.
So already satisfied? Any other questions to our visitors who are here?
No more, Mr.
So are you now ready for the question?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Question.
So those who are in favor for the adoption of Committee Report number 91 series of 2022, kindly raise your right hand. Those who oppose, kindly do the same. Any abstention?
None,
Sir
Mr. Chair.
Secretary, kindly call Councilor Buteway on his vote regarding this matter. So with majority or unanimously voting on the affirmative, with that, Committee Report number 91 series of 2022 is hereby adopted. As corrected, yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Any more other matters? Councilor Dangwa.
Just a query, Mr. Chairman. Do we
Yes.
have an ordinance regarding establishing a business resto bar in a bar in a residential area? Or do we
Residential
have
area?
that?
Residential area, that kind of business is not allowed in residential areas.
Yes, because there has been a problem near the in the context area. Iba ulit ejected.
Okay, kindly report that to our chief of police
So,
or the corporate enforcement of that
but
appropriate
do we have
ordinance.
an ordinance regarding to?
That is violation of zoning.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so any more other matters? Councilor Thompson.
Mr. C, with regards to the agenda classification in laws, with regards to the support of manager of the program, you will now move in motion of to support. No?
Okay, so
Resolutions.
resolution,
Supporting,
may we know the specific title?
resolution
Extending moral support or the support for Militar Likuban ka na? That was part of our legislative agenda, isn't it?
Yes.
So are you now going to pass that resolution? So it's up to this office.
Or we just approve it in principle and let the good IT write draft the resolution.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Okay, any discussion?
No problem.
I mean, we hear the motion ngayon. There was no motion pa ngayon. Second ka. May we hear the motion from Councilor Thompson.
Mr. Chair, I move a resolution in support to the managership of manager Lekuben, engineer Lekuben. Second, Mr. Chair.
Discussion. Any other discussion? Councilor Wallace.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We support the resolution, but actually we already have a standing resolution during the previous administration. But of course, we have to reiterate the same, Mr. Chair, because of the new dispensation. So we support, but it will be a reiteration, Mr. Chair, so that to emphasize that we have been supporting the status quo ever since of the regards to the management of Beneco. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So, and maybe, Sir Secretary, kindly include on the explanatory notes the following legislative actions of the Sangguniang Bayan on that.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the support.
So, those who are in favor, kindly raise your right hand. That's how you motion to pull?
Motion to pull,
Okay,
Mr. Chair.
no objection. There being none, the resolution is hereby approved. Any more other matters?
No more, Mr. Chair.
Okay, we have one item under for information. Just read the information. And do we have so again, we would like to thank everyone for a successful legislative agenda, and I believe that everyone has now the respective legislative agenda. Anyway, as the executive legislative agenda would push through, additional legislative priorities would be given to your respective committees, and that would add to some of your businesses in this Sangguniang Bayan. So good luck everyone for the 3-year term. Anyway, Councilor Dangwa, do you want to have a special legislative agenda?
Yes, we can, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Dangwa.
There are no more matters, Mr. Chair.
No, eh.
Second.
Okay, so the kanya your legislative agenda, kindly give it to our secretary. Okay, so good luck everyone in acting or passing your legislative priorities. Anyway, as the Vice Mayor, I'm still here to support anyone who wish my support.
Thank you.
Meeting adjourned at exactly 12:15. That is the longest meeting for that
Ilang tayo natatakot ko courtesy of the municipal administrator.
From my father's side.
Sino?
Balutod.
Di medical pa. Nasunto na sila sa McDo. Ay,